mic low? I don't think so. Is it? Type 1 if my microphone is too low volume, by the way. Let's see if anybody else is having that same problem. I think it should be fine. 2s? Great. Okay, nice. Yeah, I think Fahad should take this. Last time we saw Oscillon play against someone from the Middle East, it was Ahmad in Smug, and Ahmad was able to take the win there. And although I don't think Ahmad and Fahad have similar play styles, I do think that they're probably around about the same level. Maybe Fahad's even better, actually, than Ahmad in the 1v1 Showmatch world. Just that run to win Goldmine was so impressive, beating Astral. Well, actually, he beat Revzy in the groups, he beat Astral, and then FairJame in the final. But it is Oscillon who opens the scoring, and this is going to be a shot for Oscillon to redeem himself after his smug loss to Ahmad. Oscillon was knocked out of the Goldmine tournament, first of all by Jorias, and then I believe in the lower bracket by Dead Monster. So definitely not an easy run for him. It's no shame losing to Jorias, Dead Monster. Those guys are both insane. And it was quite an interesting format. If you guys didn't have a chance to watch the Goldmine 1v1 tournament, there was one really interesting element where the players were seeded, all 16 players who were invited were seeded 1st to 16th. And Jorias, who was first seed, was able to choose who his first round opponent would be, and he picked Oscillon and then beat him. So he just straight up chose Oscillon. It was kind of unfortunate for Oscillon to get first pick like that. That happens. And looks like Oscillon is off to a great start here. Kickoff goals for both players after the initial goal, but now Oscillon scored, I wouldn't really call that a kickoff goal, but maybe like a pressure play after a kickoff is a fair description. Stream's so quiet, you just gotta turn your volume up. I mean, I think compared to other streams, yes, my stream is quiet. Most people's streams, you only have to turn them on at 20% volume, but mine you probably have to put it a bit lighter. Awkward position for Fahad. Oscillon does well to bounce the ball off his bar into a difficult position for Fahad to follow up on, and again. But the boost advantage is really starting to show, and that's composure from Fahad. He just works his way around Oscillon on that one. And you love to see that. That's good. That's a great example of what you want to be doing when you have got a big boost advantage like this. No rush, especially if you've got time on your side as well. Now Fahad switches it up. That is a much faster dribble. Oscillon able to stop that one at the near post quite easily. Ball cam dribble by Oscillon. That's not me forcing it. How about that? Wow. Ball cam dribble. Not often you see players deliberately using ball cam, but it made sense there, because if Oscillon had turned off ball cam, what would have most likely happened is the ball would have eclipsed Fahad, and it would have been difficult for Oscillon to see him. But by keeping ball cam on, he was able to see exactly where Fahad was. That was really smart. And the dunk afterwards as well. Both players have conceded pretty quickly after kickoffs on a couple of occasions here. Is Oscillon a very mechanical player? Oscillon, I would never say, yeah, I don't think he's a very mechanical player. He's more of a brainy player for me, but he does have great shots, great flicks, great 50-50s. And that combined with his 1v1 IQ and his positioning and his timing have made him a very consistently competitive 1v1 player for many years now. He's been at the, there or thereabouts in the highest level of ones for many years, a long, long time. And he's clearly hanging with Fahad right now, who's one of the best in Europe. Comrade Taurus thanks to the 10-month prime, and also Elmo thanks to the 11-month prime. And Wesker thanks to the 4-month prime. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Appreciate it. Look at Oscillon go. This is a surprise to me. I didn't expect him to start off this well in the matchup. I thought maybe he would be able to build up a good read or a good play style against Fahad throughout this, but he's just had a great answer to him from the very first minute of this game. Fahad's still very much in this. A lot of time left. The demo picks up another goal for him. And look at that clock. A long way to go here. Long, long way to go. Oscillon's got to try and grab a hold of this ball and just run down the clock. Oh, great kickoff. He's gone on the outside. crushes Fahad's kickoff here. So you'll notice that Fahad's very much on the outside of the ball. He's flipping to his right. Oscillon's flipping to his left. When that happens, you've got two players who are essentially flipping towards the same wall. Now, when two players are flipping towards the same side wall on a kickoff in 1v1, the player who's more goal side tends to win the kickoff. Oscillon was more goal side, therefore he won it. It's only when you get two players flipping in different directions. You've got one player flipping towards the left wall, one player flipping towards the right wall. Now suddenly, whoever commits more to the side of the ball tends to win the kickoff. It's just an interesting thing to notice whenever you watch a kickoff getting completely dominated in 1v1 pro play. Arthur Free, thanks to the 13-month tier 1, welcome back to the channel. Also KZ Butler, thanks to the 18-month prime, welcome back to you. And also from above, the 7-month prime. Really appreciate the support, guys. Fahad hanging in this, and he's been fighting back over and over again here. Every time the Oscillon opens up the gap, it gets immediately closed back down to 1, and now Fahad could easily make this a tie. And look at the accuracy. Oscillon probably going to step up the aggression in close quarters with this kind of deception and precision. Coming out, Fahad delays the flick but didn't suffer any accuracy as a result. That's really, really good control by Fahad. But yeah, a couple people have been saying that I'm talking quietly today. It's because my voice was a little bit sore this morning. So I'm just taking it easy here because I've got casting to do this weekend for RLCS. A lot of casting to do. And I'll probably be streaming tomorrow as well, so I'm just taking it a bit easy today. So, yeah, that's just why. Hey, Leftimer, how's it going, man? He says, I don't know why, but Fahad reminds me of me when I'm watching him. Well, Fahad is an extremely grounded player. He's very, very interesting to watch live. I think he's maybe a bit more focused on flicks than you, but I can see what you mean. Very positional. He just tries to get his opponent in an awkward spot, and then he, you know, puts the ball in an even more awkward position for them to deal with. It's really all about positioning for him. Constant fakes, constant mind games. Very conscious about where his opponent is and where he's hitting the ball towards. Oh, is that in? Just off the post for Fahad, and it takes a risky challenge. Oscillon's going to score this. That was extremely, extremely risky for Fahad to go for. Completely side onto the ball in the 50-50. And Oscillon just crushes it. So it's kind of like the kickoff that I was talking about before. You got one guy coming inside on, both players flipping the same way. Yeah, the guy going side is probably going to win. It's a horrible tea kind of evening. I'm good. I'm just like I've you know, done this enough. I've casted quite a few Rocket League games, so I know what my voice is telling me. Whenever I feel like small discomfort in my voice, I just know to take it easy. I'll be fine. Always fast recoveries. Holy cow! So just trying to break the backboard with that one, but unfortunately it's a pass. Oh no. He's gone for the monster flick, and I mean it was a monster flick to be fair, but he he's just yeeted the ball to the backboard. So hugely high scoring game here in the first one. Another kickoff win for Oscillon. He might be able to sneak this on target. Fahad holds his position, deflects it across into the corner. Now Fahad's making a little loop to grab small pads. It looks like that's given him enough speed to catch the ball before Oscillon, and he's got a shot on target. Oscillon's going to save it though. It looked like Oscillon wasn't going to make it, but he just got back in time. And Fahad trying to be cheeky on 0 seconds. He wanted Oscillon to dive over him. These days, I'd be very surprised to see a challenge going high enough to go completely over a player who's ball carrying. So, a bit bold for Fahad, not leaning back into the challenge there. Oscillon, open net miss after winning a 50-50. Fahad hits the brakes. Look at the timing there. Knew Oscillon was coming in for the demo. Managed to avoid it. Now Oscillon's hit the bar again. That's the second time this game that he's gone very, very high, and he's got to be careful with this. I mean, he was more careful this time than the time that he flicked the ball into the bar in regulation. When he flicked it into the bar, he landed on the post of Fahad's goal. Right now, he's just recovered a lot more quickly. Fahad still backed up into a corner. Oscillon wraps around quickly. He's gotten very low on boost at the moment, and the shots are coming in fast. Fahad spots an opening, invests all his boost to get to the ball. He's trying to prevent Oscillon from turning, but turning is exactly what Oscillon's done. This is nerves of steel on display from Fahad. Not a lot of boost here, but he's just hanging on. I think he should be okay. And that corner boost is spawning. Fahad knows that. He picks it up. Oh, did he get that? I don't think he did. It spawned behind him. And I think Oscillon... Oh, wow. Recovery from Fahad. I thought Oscillon was going to be winning there, but somehow Fahad is still in this. You know, if he'd clipped that boost right as it spawned with a pre-flip, that would have been insane. I think he missed it by a split second. Now he's got the back corner. Oscillon's got the shot, though, and that will do it. Valiant effort by Fahad to hold on as long as he did. But Oscillon takes game 1, and I love the switch up from Oscillon at the end of this game to more of a shooting kind of playstyle, more volleys, more half volleys, because he realized that the reason he was even in this overtime in the first place is because he annihilated the crossbar with a flick. You know, there's no point in going completely all in for a flick like that when you've got your opponent boost star. Fair enough, if you're you know, attacking a player who's got a lot of boost, you might just need to go for the flick, or else you think that there's no other way to get the ball past them when you're carrying it. But Oscillon identified the fact that Fahad was very low on boost for that entire passage of play. Just keeps on popping shots at him, over and over again. Eventually the mistake came through, and the upset came through as well. Oscillon with a statement win and a statement goal to start the second game. This is interesting. Can he keep this up? Hey, Frankie K, thanks for the 50-month tier 1. Welcome back to the channel, man. I really appreciate that. Remember, you know, this is kind of redemption for both of these guys, because their last appearances on stream they were both losses. Oscillon losing to Ahmad and Smug, and Fahad losing to Khaled and Smug. So we're both trying to... One of them's going to get their second loss in a row here in the Showmatch scene. One of them's going to break that little streak before it gets started. But the key here is, I think, Fahad just holding on to possession a bit more when he gets a hold of it. That's the number one thing that he'll be wanting to do today. My voice is low. Yeah, I'm taking it easy today because my voice was a bit sore this morning. I don't know why. Just had a bit of a sore throat, so I decided to take it easy. I don't have a sore throat right now, but I did this morning, and I know if I go completely all in on the casting today, there's a chance it's going to happen again. And yeah, I'm casting a lot this weekend, so I don't want that to happen. But yeah, I'm good. I'm fine. Don't worry about me, guys. Like I said earlier on in the stream, had many times in the last 5 years that I've been casting Rocket League where stuff like this has happened. So I've got a pretty good idea of how much to push myself these days. That's what I do. If golf announcers casted Rocket League, listen, me and Smellsworth did that one time in we did that one time in the grid. We did a golf casting impression, golf commentary impression. It was in Beckwick Park, I think Beckwick Midnight even. Not that I've seen many golf tournaments being played at nighttime, but the quiet commentary is definitely something associated with golf. What other sports are commentated very quietly? Things like archery, maybe, or bowls. What other sports do you get commentated very, very quietly? Help me out here. Snooker, yeah, snooker, true. Tennis, yeah, tennis can be pretty quiet. I think tennis is very much just the commentators don't really say anything during a rally. Like, they just say nothing, and then after the rally's over, that's when they talk. Chess, yeah, I suppose chess, yeah, definitely. Darts, 100%. No, actually, darts is not. No, now that I think about it, I think darts commentary is not quiet at all. Isn't darts completely, like, bonkers? Isn't darts, like, the loudest thing of all time? Curling, yeah, I think curling could be pretty quiet. Yeah, one video idea I've had for a while, I've just never gotten around to doing it, is, like, trying to do some kind of casting Rocket League 20 different ways or something. It's like, you know, 20 different ways to cast Rocket League, and then one of them is like, cast it like it's golf, and another one could be like, cast it like it's Formula 1 racing. I don't know, we could probably come up with a whole bunch of other ways to do this. What do you guys think? What are other, like, styles to cast it like you're a Rocket League pro player? Like, this is how I would cast Rocket League if I was a pro player. Oh, ball chaser. This guy's such a ball chaser, man. Oh, he's such a ball chaser. All right, that was my pro player impression. Anyway, that's it. That's all I've got. All I've got. That's it. Yeah, I think not everybody. Listen, I'm generalizing. There's some extremely entertaining Rocket League pro players these days. Extremely entertaining. I think Rocket League is going in a good direction in terms of content creation from pro players. It's developing. You know, the days are passing when content is just dead, boring. Huge demo, Oscillon actually. Might just go for this. Oh, he will. I love that. He just he realized where Fahad was spawning and just pushed it in the bottom corner. I love that. That was the best scrub impression. Was it really? Was it a good scrub impression? I wasn't even thinking scrub when I did this. I mean, I wasn't really thinking when I did this. I was just making up as I went. So if I've accidentally done a good scrub impression, I'm sorry, scrub. I didn't mean to. Did Arsenal impression? I don't think I can do a good Arsenal impression. I can't do that at all. Arsenal's... Yeah, that's too difficult. I have no idea. Yeah, the Jesse smash. Like, I mean, I could take suggestions. If you guys have got suggestions, different ways you'd want to see Rocket League casted in this imaginary video that I'm thinking of, just let me know. I could definitely do a Jesse segment. K-Dop as well, yeah, possibly. Good save. Oscillon with the demo. It's a pretty sick comeback from Oscillon actually, and now he's got Fahad in his sights again. Notice that he jumps as soon as Fahad disappears from his view. Fahad's boost management struggling. He can't counter-attack because he ends up completely starved after every Oscillon offensive play. That's a real problem. Fahad missing out on many counter-attacking opportunities. Scottish, cast it like it's an auction. Yeah, I could definitely cast it like it's an auction. Yeah, that's a good one. Could maybe like write some bars and do a hip-hop Rocket League cast segment. That'll be a bit cringe though, so you guys better be prepared for this. Is the prize money distribution and Twitch info up to date? It actually isn't. That is not up to date at all, so I'll have to do this. Cast it like it's apparently Jack. Yeah, I can cast it like it's apparently Jack. Oh nice, an open net for us to miss, of course. Fahad actually... Oh, he's in big trouble. Oscillon's boost management is insane here. He is crushing the boost battle. Keeps on stealing away 100s that Fahad's committed to going for. Keeps on starving Fahad and then not going all in on plays. He is just completely out 1v1 IQ'd Fahad, who I consider to be a pretty smart ones player. And he could actually run down the clock here. Fahad has to do something. He can't just let Oscillon sit in his back corner. So I think that's what Oscillon's thinking of doing. Oh! Fahad sneaks a challenge in. Oscillon got caught. Oh, he didn't expect that one. Fahad with the reverse challenge. Actually commits to it. Half flip as well. That was very risky by Oscillon. You know, earlier on I was giving him credit. As soon as he lost sight of Fahad, he moved the ball. He went for the air dribble bump immediately. No hesitation. That time Fahad was behind the ball and Oscillon didn't move it. He didn't get behind it. He just continued carrying it. It's really risky to continue carrying the ball when you can't see your opponent. Oscillon's kickoff's launching it up here. I think he's done it. 2-0! What? Oscillon, man, he's back. 2-0 over Fahad. This is huge. This is devastating for Fahad as well. This is really, really crushing, actually. The Goldmine EU winner. Down 2-0. He needs to win 3 in a row here or he is going to take the L against a 1v1 legend, to be fair, but still. A player who's ranked way below him currently. Let's see if he can pull off the reverse sweep. He needs to step it up in terms of, I think, the #1 possession play. Oscillon's really dominated. He's just had more of the ball. Fahad giving it away a bit too cheaply at times. And secondly, boost management. Fahad has to try and play a bit more carefully with the low boost situations. He's ending up completely starved far too often. It's quite an interesting thing to see. I don't think I've seen anyone like really just focus on boost management to win as much as Oscillon is right now. Not recently, anyway. A Seba19XX, thanks for the brand new Prime. State Carding, thanks for 25-month Prime, and also the 200 bits. Appreciate it, man. After this, I'm actually going to be heading off because I've got to get up tomorrow morning, so I can't stay up late tonight. I just wanted to come live, cast you guys a Showmatch. A lot of people have been asking for Showmatches recently, and then I've got to head off. Tomorrow I should be able to do a longer stream though. I was busy tonight, pretty much right up until I went live. Just hanging out with my girlfriend. She finished work around about 6 p.m. I wanted to sneak a stream in there after she's gone. Get you guys a Showmatch. This has turned out to be a really interesting one. I think Fahad's still got it in him to bring this back. I mean, he's already looking good here. Looked good in the last game of the start as well. But like I said, the problems for him have been pretty consistent. The boost management has been lacking. When Oscillon gets those 100 boost steals in, Fahad's not holding back on the boost button enough. That's a huge shot though, and it's in Fahad. Well, that's just a hard read. He just saw Oscillon standing back and assumed that he wasn't going to go for the ball. So great little chase in the position. Just predicted that Oscillon wasn't going to make a move. A Centaur is next to the 9-month Prime. You want to believe in the reverse sweep? Well, I do believe it's possible, but I also have to acknowledge that Oscillon looks really good today. He's got a good strategy going. And yeah, it's just up to Fahad now to show that he can improve. Great play, Oscillon. Doing a little early play of his own. So Fahad just scored his 4th goal by predicting an early challenge, or predicting that he could just go straight for the ball and beat his opponent to it. And Oscillon likewise. That wasn't a position where a challenge was traditional, where a challenge was to be expected. But Oscillon was able to see it coming, and that's just adaptation. He realized, well, I got ball chase on. How do you beat somebody who's just playing hyper aggressive? You have to move the ball more quickly. Speaking of, that's a really confident dribble by Fahad. To cut in field like this is kind of risky because any touch on the ball from your opponent can just go straight into your net. But Fahad knew that he had enough of a slice on that one that he could get right past the challenge. 5-2. No direct kickoff goal for Oscillon here. He didn't go for one though. That's a solid result. Boost steal. And he's got Fahad's position compromised. And the turnaround shot, so Oscillon calls Fahad's bluff. Fahad was posturing as if he's going to flip into the ball here. And Oscillon knew that he just wasn't going to do it. And I've seen so many of this variation of the kickoff today. Fahad's flicked Oscillon's car somehow. I don't know how he managed to do that. Oscillon was trying to go for a boost steal, but he got flicked up in the air there. Yeah, I'll say it one more time. I'll probably say this once again because I know people are tuning in and I'm going to be asking over and over again, but I'm taking it easy with my voice today because I did have a sore throat this morning. And I've got casting to do this weekend. Don't want to exacerbate the issue, but everybody, you don't need to worry. I'm fine. I've done this many times before. I know my limits, so yeah, we'll be good for the weekend, I'm sure. Silent Fire Bubble. I'm going to be DMing everybody on Discord to catch up on those. Wait, did Oscillon just type on your right here? Was that? Did he just quick chat that right now? I think he did. That's quite funny. I wonder if that was a low-key tilt from Oscillon. Oh dear. What do you guys think? Do you think it was a low-key tilt there? Fahad's been catching him a few times. Maybe Oscillon thought that Fahad would stop diving in like this and stop challenging early, because Oscillon did get an outplay on one of these early challenges. Or yeah, I think he got a couple of outplays in these early challenges. He just took immediate shots to counter the aggressive positioning Fahad's adapted to. Maybe he thought Fahad would change it up, but Fahad's actually just stayed aggressive the entire game. He's just committed to getting in Oscillon's face and staying there. Ooh! I'm really sorry to do this to you, Oscillon, man. But we have to look at this again. So he misses the bump somehow. Yeah, I think that was all gold. I think he could have saved this. He maybe could have saved this. I should try making sleeping videos. Yeah, maybe. I mean, how many of you fall asleep to YouTube videos? I hear from like, I've heard from people who know more about sleep than I do that it's a really bad thing to do, to fall asleep watching YouTube videos. But I don't think there's anything wrong with listening to it. Maybe I'm wrong about that as well. Maybe that's just total nonsense. Don't take my word on it. I'm not educated on sleep. But yeah, I know some people struggle with sleep, so they just throw a YouTube video on to distract them. And if you guys use my videos for that, that's great. I'm glad I can be of assistance. Sleep is important. Fall asleep to my videos, that's good, man. I'm happy to provide the service. Happy to be there doing that. But yeah, it's kind of weird though, because sometimes I definitely yell in my videos. I'm not doing that today. I'm taking it easy with my voice. But I definitely do yell sometimes. I don't know how you guys are sleeping through some of the yelling I do. Good on you if you can. You fell asleep yesterday to the longest overtime video. I think tomorrow on stream I'll probably do a review of the G2 KCP longest NA overtime. Just because it's so crazy that that happened. This is the 1 week after the BDS, the two BDS records. Like the RLCSX record was broken twice by BDS. BDS Aether and then BDS Galaxy Racer, wasn't it? And now G2 have broken the NA record, G2 KCP. That's the second longest overtime in RLCS history. Game 1 of that series. So I think we'll probably take a look at that tomorrow. Could be interesting. Man, what a clapping. So, there's been a couple of things to talk about here. The first thing that's been working really well for Fahad is he just committed. He fully committed to challenging Oscillon earlier, and it worked out pretty well. He's collected more goals from doing that than Oscillon has been able to counter. And Oscillon has, you know, countered a few times that Fahad's done that, and he's been able to score 1 or 2 goals. But Fahad scored way more, and he's up 13-5. What is going on here? This is insane. The other thing to note though is that the kickoff has been a drastic improvement for Fahad. He's working a much better win percentage from the center circle, but more importantly, he's reduced his like massive losing percentage. He was losing a lot of kickoffs hard earlier on in the first 2 games here, especially in that comeback Oscillon was making. But now Fahad's really stepped it up there, cut his losses, and yeah, this will be an easy win from here. 19 seconds is not going to be enough. Fahad woke up. We'll have to see if Oscillon can adapt to this, because yeah, Fahad has not been backing off into his goal as much, and Fahad has not been getting crushed in as many kickoffs. He's not even conceded, I would say, that many. Yeah, he's conceded a few direct kickoff goals in games 1 and 2. Fahad, that is. But I don't think he conceded all that many. It was mostly just he was losing the possession on so many kickoffs. It was problematic. It's kind of unusual to see these days, because all the top level players know how to switch up their kickoffs. They don't just come to a match with one kickoff strategy like they used to back in the days. They've got delayed approaches. They've got the ability to, you know, speed flip, which gives you more options. You can get to the ball more quickly and choose whether or not you immediately want to go for it, or if you want to react to the way your opponent's going to flip. But let's just really take a close look at what happens here in the very first few kickoffs of the game. So it's outside of the ball for both players. And remember what I was saying earlier, if both players flip in opposite directions, we had Fahad flipping to his right, Oscillon flipping to his right. They're both coming from opposite directions. That means they're flipping in opposite directions. And when that happens, whoever's more side onto the ball wins. Fahad had more commitment to the side of the ball. He won the kickoff. It's really that simple. Very nice challenge by Oscillon here, and a pre-flip finish. That's clean. Fahad was trying to just cut this ball infield, pop it over to Oscillon. Oscillon actually defended the 6-yard box, or what the 6-yard box would be if there was one in Rocket League. He didn't defend the goal line there because he just predicted where Fahad was going to go. He predicted that, okay, I don't think Fahad's going to dribble that towards my net. I think he's going to try to go around me. That's what Fahad's done every single time that he's been doing this, ball carrying and faking and popping. It's a great read by Oscillon again, and kickoff win now. Fahad gives him space. Doesn't work out. Would the early challenge have made more sense? Maybe. Where am I originally from in Scotland? I'm from a town called Livingston. That is where I was born. That is where I lived for the first 11 years of my life. Do we have anyone from Livingston in the chat? Probably not. I don't think they have internet. It's a joke. I think they do have internet in Livingston. I think they definitely do have internet in my hometown. Ooh, just off target. I don't know. Can Fahad reach this? Okay, he can. Oh! Hold on a second. We need to take another look at this from Oscillon's perspective. Was this savable? Because that would have been a crazy save if he got this. Oh, he let go a boost! Oh no, Oscillon. I think he let go a boost because he didn't want to get faked out there. He didn't want to, you know, have Fahad completely fake a shot and then watch Oscillon slide across the net. Which would have been pretty funny. But he could have saved this if he just committed, if he just really sent it to the back post. 18 boost for Fahad. Now that's the 18 boost that he needs to be careful with. I've been talking about this since earlier on in the series. Look at Oscillon go though. He is just dismantling Fahad's defense. Love that. That's so smart. There's no way Fahad saw that coming. That's a huge, huge brain demo there from Oscillon. Absolutely huge brain. Hey, RB Thirsty says be 2/3 of the prize pool, 1/3 of yourself. Thanks for the £30, mate. Says you played a ranked game with you. Very hungover the other day. We lost 6-5. Defo my fault. Sorry, Johnny. It's all good, man. It's all good. GG. 6-5 sounds like an epic game. Shame we lost though. I got my GC rewards though, so it's fine. If I didn't have my GC rewards, I would definitely be blaming you. Thanks for the Prime sub as well, man. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a good night. Look at the domination, the utter domination of back corner boost control from Oscillon. And Fahad keeps on half committing to these. He's fighting battles he can't take. Look, he's gone for the boost there with the pre-flip. Can't be taking that losing battle. Oscillon's just too quick. He's too committed to stealing these boosts away. Do you think wave dashes are going to be used even more? Yes, I do. I think wave dashes are only going to get used more and more as Rocket League progresses in 3v3 and 1v1. Oh dear. Well, that's not the first touch Fahad is looking for. Oscillon easily dispossesses him, and Fahad, you know, after getting one touch back, doesn't really get much out of it. Oscillon again works into a boost advantage. He's in full control here. Fahad just able to get goal side on these shots, but that's about all he's been able to do. Aerial play by Fahad. It's something he's said before that he's not confident in, but it's worked. I don't think Oscillon is expecting him to just miss this one. Fahad said several times that he's not confident in his aerial play in ones. I think he just settled for the full-on mind game there. I think he was initially going for some kind of air dribble dunk, by the looks of things, but had to just fail because it wasn't going to happen. He did not have a good hitbox on that one. Did I look at the new wave dash mechanic from Rocket Sledge? No. I saw the new wave dash technique from Rocket Science. Is that the one you mean? Maybe Rocket Sledge made a video about it as well, but the first person I saw it was Rocket Science, Halfway Dead, on the Rocket Science channel. And yes, I think that'll be a very popular technique. Oh, what a save. That's unbelievable. Fahad hanging in this one. He's not done yet. He's on the ropes. I don't know if trying to catch Oscillon off guard is the way to do that. That's never been Oscillon's weakness. He's always been very good keeping an eye on what his opponent is doing. Like trying to sneak something past him is not the way. And now, the mind game revenge. And that was a lot more deliberate. This was a lot more premeditated from Oscillon as well. Oh yeah, that's just completely committed to the mind game. He did have the option as well of running ahead of the ball there to play for the bump. But he decided he didn't even need that because the mind game looked like it was working by itself. So that's kind of not greedy, that's the wrong word. It's kind of bold by Oscillon to do this. Really sending Fahad a message, but Fahad, just like game one, keeping this close. This is exactly like game one was. Oscillon took a nice lead, and then Fahad just refused to lose. He did end up losing in overtime though. He lost 2 overtimes. Game 1 was a game exactly like this one. Game 2 was a game where Fahad had a pretty sizable lead, and then Oscillon came back. Nice bump though. Fahad might have tilted Oscillon a little bit. So we saw it on your right from Oscillon in the chat. Yes, not yesterday, in the last game. And it led to him spiraling completely out of control. Hopefully for his sake it's not going to happen again here, because that was not... like, I don't think that was a reason to be tilted. Oh dear, Oscillon is going to get tilted now though, isn't he? Ooh. Oh dear, oh dear. It's all gone wrong. Oscillon gets just a little bit of a trip, a little bit of a pit maneuver on him. And then the kickoff goal. That's the worst kickoff goal Oscillon suffered in a while. He had nothing to say about that one. Fahad trying to keep this one away from him, and he will. What is Oscillon doing? He's actually just tilted himself. Oh no. I mean, Oscillon's positioning's been stellar today. His boost management's been really good. He's not been going for these boosts in silly positions. Now Fahad's faked the kickoff. He's going to try and get us right into a midfield play here. This is really smart, because what just happened, the type of kickoff we just saw, is more likely to turn into a midfield play where lots of time is knocked off the clock than a regular kickoff. So I love that from Fahad. Complete mix up here. And he's caught Oscillon off guard again. This guy's too smart. Fahad's sending us into a game 5 here, unless Oscillon can turn this 69 around. Oh, that's beautiful from Fahad. Just too good. That is just far too good. Look at that angle on the air roll shot. Perfect shot, because if there's any less power on it, Oscillon saves it, and it's Oscillon's possession with 100 boost. So that would have been hugely detrimental to miss. But by getting the goal, Fahad just sets himself up for success. Is he going with the same scoreline as last game? Was last game a 13-6? He could. I mean, Oscillon looks a bit tilted right now. He's done this twice to himself now. Tilted himself twice with the on your right quick chat. I mean, it's not a quick chat that was made for the all chat. It was made to be a team chat. It was 13-7. Yeah, we could definitely see a 13-7 here. I can see a couple kickoff goals and then a Fahad 0-seconder. Let's see. How scripted is this? Fahad really wants to. Look at this. He's still going for mind game kickoffs, even though he's pretty much secured this win. Guaranteed. Looks like his aerial game's still lacking confidence. Recovery mechanics, not so much to be said about that. Despite Oscillon's best efforts, it is going to be 12-6. How has this gone to 12-6? What happened? Was Oscillon not winning 6-5? I feel like he was winning 6-5, maybe 6-4. Crazy. Crazy turnaround. How much of this do you guys think is Oscillon tilting himself? Because he did the same quick chat last game and then completely collapsed. The on your right quick chat is Oscillon's own undoing. What's the percentage? 80%? 69%? I don't know what it is myself. I'm not sure what to give it. I think it's definitely a contributing factor. I think there's no denying it's a contributing factor. The series just doesn't make any sense. it doesn't make any sense at all. I don't know how we're in game how we're in game 5 under these circumstances. Totally bizarre. Totally doesn't make any sense here. But hey, Fahad's got the reverse sweep available now. I think he's heavy favorite given the circumstances. That was huge that Fahad saved 12 boost there. That's what enabled him to save that shot, or at least prevent that shot. Oscillon trying to catch Fahad stealing his corner boost. Fahad not going to do that. He's so far pressured the ball as much as he needs to. And Oscillon's in a bit of trouble. He doesn't know if that's on target. It wasn't. But he had to go for it anyway because he wasn't entirely sure. It was very close to the top corner. And Oscillon's in a bit of a rough position here. He doesn't know how much boost Fahad's got. He's just trying to get goal side. Fahad steals 100. Now in this kind of position, Oscillon was dominating in games 1 and 2. But look at how he's able to turn that around. That's how you deal with a 0 boost to 100 boost challenge. Very nice by Oscillon. Actually an extremely instructive move for lower ranked players. You'll notice there that Oscillon's combining his outplaying touch, the touch that he's making to outplay Fahad, is the same with the same jump, he's landing on the wall. So he's already thinking about the recovery when he's playing the ball. At high level, pro players will do this every single time that they go for the ball, but at lower level, you'll often see the mistake that playing the ball is really all that the player is thinking about. They're not really thinking about how their car is going to land after the ball does get played. So you definitely want to take notes there from Oscillon. Got to think one step ahead. Oh, there it is. Oscillon just pull shot Fahad into a position to score this. Oh no, guys, is it going to be another like 13-2 game now? Has he done it to himself? On your right, if Oscillon plays for Rick's GG in RLCSX, if I'm Cash or Mike Boy, Oscillon's teammates, I'm getting him to unbind on your right from his quick chat, because I feel like it is tilting himself way more than it is tilting Fahad. I mean, Fahad's not tilted at all. That's a great response to Oscillon. Does pick up a demo here. What's this plan A? Did he just go for the flick into the... Oh no, I don't think he was planning that when he went for the flick there. I think his initial idea was monster flick, moon flick into the crossbar, or at least the top corner or something. But when he realized it didn't really go very far, he played a really good follow-up with the demo. So that was smart by Oscillon. One step ahead with the boost steal, but Fahad shrugs off the bump, and now has to settle for being demoed. Oscillon up by 1. I mean, you can just shrug off a bump in Rocket League. You can't really shrug off a demo. It doesn't really work like that. Hey, Metaspace, thanks for the 15-month Prime. Welcome back to the channel, man. Hope you're having a good night. A chilled out Showmatch. I said I was going to say this one time a game, so I'll say it one more time just for everybody shooting in late. If you're wondering why I'm casting in this voice tonight, it's because I did have a sore throat this morning. And I feel fine now, but I'm just taking it easy today because I've got a lot of casting to do this weekend for RLCS. I'm probably going to stream tomorrow as well, so I'm just taking it easy today, and I'm sure I'll feel 100% tomorrow when I wake up. That is the plan. We're just chilling out, enjoying some high-level Rocket League. Enjoying a series that's gone in a way I would never have expected it to go. Oh, that's clean. That is clean. What do when your opponent keeps stealing away your corner boost? You go straight down the middle for the direct shot immediately. That's huge. Fahad maybe should have tried to do this before this in the series. Great save by Fahad. Look at the landing as well. Just something straight out of Wiz's playbook that we've been watching in North America recently. So, I mean, this series really doesn't run out of twists in the tail. Oh, is this going to be another one? It is! I knew it! I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. Fahad just went for the aggressive challenge. He knew that Oscillon wouldn't expect it. He knew that the challenge was so blatant. It was so in your face. It was so obvious that Oscillon just didn't expect it to be a real challenge. Oscillon was convinced that was going to be a fake challenge. So really well played. Fahad is just he's outsmarted him again. He surprised him again. And he's got Oscillon tilted. So Oscillon, I think he's tilted himself. I think this might be the point of no return. We've still got almost 2 minutes left in the game. I'm calling it already. I think Fahad's won this. And there's the kickoff again. Oscillon sees it this time. Okay, one step further than the last game. Fahad went for the same kickoff strategy with a 2-goal advantage in game 4. And he's tried it again here. It's a good idea to mix in every now and then, because like I said, it's a good way to get the ball into midfield play. It's a good way to guarantee that you're going to get 100 boost and just knock some time off the clock. But there, Oscillon nearly got a goal off of this. Oscillon now plays Fahad, but there is boost available for Fahad to recover with. Not a lot of boost available for the follow-up play, but he's wasting time. Oscillon will not like what he sees here. He needs action, and he needs action now. He's just not getting it. Misses the demo. He wants to play for the direct shot, but if Fahad does have 100 boost now, Oscillon 50s it under him, and he's taken a minute or so to score. But scoring is exactly what he does, and look at wholesome Fahad with a nice one here. Giving him some credit for the low 50-50, and I mean, credit where it's due. It was a really, really solid 50-50 there by Oscillon. will Fahad be able to sneak in a kickoff goal? Not with Oscillon's goalkeeping, he won't. Fahad composed as ever, just plays for the boost seal, and he's going to get a goal after Oscillon's brave stand on his goal line. Patience from Oscillon kept him safe from the bump, but with such an awkward position, it's very hard to make a save there that's at all useful. Fahad still had boost available. Fahad mixing up the kickoffs. Just like in game 3 and 4, he's been less predictable with his kickoffs. Oscillon's having to keep guessing every single time. It's a good position though for Oscillon. Has Fahad backed up into his goal, but look at the defense from Fahad, that's crazy. Oscillon decides to throw a compliment back towards him. That's a what a save for all you guys watching on mobile. And now they go hand in hand into the sunset, or into Fahad's goal. Oh, that's so ridiculous. I think Fahad, he might have been able to do something here if he dodged. I don't know. Kind of a rough one, because he's probably thinking to himself, if I dodge, there's a chance I own goal, so I don't really want to do that. He's hoping that Oscillon's car will just trip up or something, or the ball will hit the post. Yeah, realized a bit too late that that's not going to happen. Still, less than 15 seconds to go. Fahad playing for the 0-second goal into the ground. Remember, if you're winning, the whole earth becomes a goal in 0 seconds. So Fahad doesn't want to score in the little blue hole in the wall. He's trying to score in the gigantic one. There it is. The reverse sweep is complete. Can you believe it? That series just didn't make any sense at all. I've got to say, Oscillon looks impressive. His boost management, his boost starvation of Fahad in the first game was very, very high level. This is the kind of focus and priority on that strategy is something we don't really see too much of these days. Extremely patient offensive play, relentless shots, and just kind of like flicks on target. But full credit to Fahad, he was able to adjust. He brought in a few more kickoffs into his arsenal so that he could mix it up a little bit more, keep Oscillon guessing. He improved the boost management, and he started challenging a lot earlier than he did in the previous 2 games. The first 2 games here, Fahad was quite standoff, giving Oscillon a lot of space. And Oscillon didn't fall for any fake challenges, so Fahad just decided, well, if he's not going to fall for my fake challenges, I'm going to stop doing fake challenges. I'm going to actually just challenge him. So, yeah, great switch up there from Fahad. I think Oscillon definitely tilted himself a little bit here with the reactions to him getting bumped, the reactions to... When else did he do it? I think he did it when Fahad scored a kickoff goal. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of a self-tilt mechanism when you quick chat after something goes wrong. But either way, great series by these two. Fahad back to winning ways, still proving why he belongs, I think, in the conversation for top 5 in the EU/ME server. Getting the job done here with the adjustments. But Oscillon's still very much a competitive force in the 1 scene. So good to see as well. A 1's legend still at the top of his game.